everyone, over here, we're back, and today we have another anti-MLM video. Today's video is going to be about Arbonne. Arbonne sells skincare, cosmetics, and nutrition, so they're kind of like if Beachbody and Monat merged together and then also sold makeup. They sell a wide variety of products. I believe they've been around for quite some time. The video we're going to be reacting to today is a new consultant training video. So if you are, we are going to be a new consultant on this girl's downline, and we are going to find out what we need to do once we have joined the exciting company of Arbonne, and we're going to make millions and millions of dollars and have our own company, of course. All right, let's get started.
Hello everyone. I am so excited to finally be making this video. If you are watching this, it is because you are a brand new consultant with Arbonne on my team. My name is I am your regional vice president. Whether you are direct to me or you are somewhere in my success line, I'm so happy that you are here, and I cannot wait to do this training video for you. So in the past, we have been kind of scrambling for some good ideas that are productive for our new consultants. If you keep seeing me look out the window, it's because my dogs are going crazy with my daughter, who insists on being outside. So we might have some interruptions during this video. It might go effortlessly, but sometimes things in Arbonne they just don't go that way. So we're gonna go with it.
Sometimes things in Arbonne don't go that way? You mean like things in your life? Like is her whole life Arbonne? I mean, I guess the answer is yes. When you're in an MLM, they make it to where like every second of every day you have to be thinking about that MLM and how you're gonna get to the top and how you're gonna make the people above you more money.
But we have been trying to find a more effortless way of introducing new consultants to all of the good information. And so hopefully this video is very useful and helpful to you. And it's going to consist of a lot of helpful information. So
I hope so.
If you have time, pause the video, go grab something to write notes with, and let's get started.
Wow, this is like a class. It's like I'm in school. I need a notepad. I need to write down every word.
Again, the first thing, congratulations for starting your Arbonne business. We're so excited for you. And whether you have hopes of dreams of making $200 a month or you want to make $20,000 a month like national vice presidents do, know that the sky is the limit, and whatever you want to come of this is completely possible if you put your mind to it and you listen to those that have gone before you. So diving right in, the first thing, I'm going to look at my computer as I'm talking, so if you're wondering why I keep looking off, that's why. So the first thing we want to remind you is there are no have-tos in this business. They are get-tos. All of the information given during this training is information needed for you to let your business take off to the next level, and it helps you hit the ground running. So we do not want anyone to start their Arbonne business and be completely clueless on what to do. It's a very simple business. It's not easy, but it's simple. Our business model.
We've heard that before. Like, it's not easy, but it's so simple. Like, this is like the easiest thing. All you have to do is get people to join you and buy the products. It's that easy. It's like, when you word it like that, yeah, of course, like you could word anything and say that anything sounds easy. Like there's people, any job, from an outside perspective can look easy. Like people, like when I was a cashier, like, yeah, it was an easy job, but there was so much more to it. And a lot of it was the people that made the job terrible. And that's usually what it is in most jobs, is it's the people you have to deal with that usually make the job bad. It's not necessarily the job itself, unless it's like clearly like manual labor. That's actually like physically hard work, but this is more mentally hard work.
Simple. It's very, very simple to understand. So if you feel like it's difficult, it's probably because you're making it way too complicated. So the first thing is, hopefully you got started with product, and it's super important to get started with product in Arbonne because it helps you become a product of the product. And the prime example I will always give is there are some people that don't understand the importance of investing into product when you start your business. And it would be no different than if you had a niche for a clothing boutique, we'll say, and you invited all your friends to your grand opening, you bought a brick and mortar, you have an amazing location downtown, you invite all your friends, you snip the ribbon, you walk in, and all your friends are like, oh my gosh, where are the clothes? You don't have anything in your boutique. Where is everything? The walls are empty, the floor is empty, what's going on? It would be like you turning to them and saying, well, I didn't know how it would go, so I didn't want to invest in it yet. Well, obviously, it's really hard to be successful in something if you're not willing to put chance into it. I mean,
that was a fair comparison, but also, like, the difference with an MLM is that you really actually don't even have to, you should, of course, buy the product because you do have to be a product of the product, and also the main consumer of MLM products are the distributors themselves, but you don't have to even probably buy anything at all to be able to make money in these MLMs, which is really sketchy. Like, you could just lie and say that you have these products and that they're great, and if people believe you, then they will buy them, even if you've never tried it out yourself, which is a really, really, like, scummy thing to do. Like, definitely buy the product if it's going to be your business. But, that was an interesting comparison. It makes sense. It's actually, I'm understanding her.
And the difference is Arbonne is a Snickers decision, we say. It's not a mortgage decision. So it's not like you're investing tens of $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 into launching this, by chance business. You don't know how it's gonna go. We're not psychic, but it's $49 to start your business instead. And you have just as much potential to go to the very top as the next person. So it's really important from the beginning to get started with an ASVP, which are any of our bundles. We have a makeup bundle, we have tons of skincare bundles, and we have a nutrition bundle. If you're not looking for if you don't want to settle for just one category of product, you can put your own bundle together. Go on the website, arbonne.com, search for whatever product you want, and get product when you sign up to be a consultant. It's also really important to train your new consultants to do the same thing because, again, being a product of the product speaks measures to those who are going to be watching your journey. And if you've never tried any of our product, it's very hard to talk about how much you love it and how good it is for you.
What if they get the product and they don't like it? I think most people who join an MLM have at least experience or have had experience with the product, but just funny how it's like, you will love this product. Like, you have to buy it so that you know how amazing it is. And, like, for the most part, with these MLMs, it seems like it's never really, the product or the people that are the bad thing. It's just the business structure that's the bad thing. But if you buy into these products, you're basically, you're supporting this business model. And, even if the product is amazing, the more that this business keeps making money, the more they're going to keep, sucking more and more people into it. I don't know.
Right? So investing is super influential. It's super important. Okay, I'll be out there. Sorry guys, I told you this would happen. So the next thing I want to talk about is making a 100% contact list and circling your top 10 as your dream team. So let me go further into what that is. So a 100% contact list, it helps you navigate what people you want to know about your Arbonne business. And remember that we do not encourage cold messaging. We don't want you to be putting these repetitive messages to hundreds of people on social media every day, because that's not what we're about. Our business is about sharing our pure, safe, and beneficial products that we know will help people from the inside out.
They're starting to try and take this new approach of don't just cold message, don't just let them know that you want them to join the business, really reach out and make friends with these people and eventually just let them know how much this product will help them. And it's just it to me, if someone just randomly messaged me and was like, hey, I love your page, I'm like, what is the incentive here? Maybe they really genuinely just want to be nice, but for the most part, random people don't just reach out to other random people on Instagram, just be like, hey, love your page, would love to talk to you for no reason.
And so we never want people to think that we don't care about them as a person. We only care about our success, because that's not true. So making a 100% contact list really,
I like how it's don't cold message people, but have a list of 100 people that you want to share this business with. It's that's a lot of people.
looking out the window because the dogs are all over. But making that 100% contact list really just ensures that you know from the get-go that even on your days that you're like, I wonder who I should reach out to, grab that 100% contact list and go down the list and just start making conversation with them. It doesn't have to directly be, hi, I'm doing an Arbonne. I have my Arbonne business. I'm doing this and I want to know if you have any product that you want to buy. It doesn't always have to start off that way. Sometimes the best relationships that you can have with people are starting, hey, how was your day? I haven't talked to you in a while. How are you? Oh my gosh, your kids are so sweet. What are you doing? I saw you got a new job, or, anything like that.
But then that's still, like, you still have an incentive that eventually you want to sell a product to them or get them to join the Arbonne MLM. Like, there's still an incentive. Whether you go, like, full force being like, hey, I have an Arbonne business, you want to join or you want to buy a product from me, is at least, like, you get that point, over with instead of, like, basically wasting someone's time. Like, hey, I love your kids. Like, what school do they go to? Like, what's their favorite color? What's your favorite color? By the way, do you want to buy this makeup on Arbonne? Like, it's, you either way, there's an incentive to eventually get them to purchase from you or join you. So either way, it's the same thing.
And then you can navigate your way with Arbonne into that conversation. But having a 100% contact list always ensures that you have people that you can talk about Arbonne with, right? So in that 100% contact list, you're going to have a top 10 team dream team. And those are 10 people. 10 people that you would absolutely die to have. What? No, he doesn't. Get him. Look, turn around. He doesn't. I'm so sorry, you guys. I knew this video would not be perfect. So
why doesn't she just, I don't think she's live when she's doing this. Why doesn't she just stop what she's doing? I mean, I'm not a mom, so I guess I can't really, like, say too much, but why doesn't she stop and go? Clearly her daughter keeps wanting her attention. Like, she keeps, like, asking things or needing something, and she, instead of, like, constantly being like, oh, sorry, my daughter might interrupt. Sorry, my daughter's gonna interrupt. Like, and being annoyed by it. Why didn't she film this after her daughter went to bed? Like, this is not, like, the most riveting, like, important training call ever. Like, this is literally like, hey, so far we've learned, buy the product and find 100 people who you want to sell Arbonne to. Like, this probably could have waited until after her daughter went to bed. I'm just saying.
It's just how it's going to go. Single mom life. But having that 10 dream team list, those are 10 people that you would absolutely love to have on your team. And you're going to go to the end of the earth to try and have those conversations and get them a part of this amazing culture. Sometimes it's not going to take a lot of convincing, even though we're not in the convincing business. Sometimes it's going to be super quick. Hey, Shelly, I would love for you to look at what I do. I know that this could benefit you. I want to spend so much more time because I miss our friendship, or I love being around you, and let's do this together. Like, how fun would that be?
And that's, like, the typical thing that you see all over, like, the anti-MLM, where, like, it's that person from your past who randomly reaches out to you. It's like, hey, I miss you so much. It's like, what is your incentive? And it's like, maybe some people are genuinely like, wow, I have really missed, our friendship. I really miss them. And they're randomly reaching out to me and they want to, like, rekindle our friendship. And then to just find out that they just want to sell you something, or they just want you to join their team. It just becomes so, like, unauthentic and just wrong, and could really, like, make, that's where a lot of these people, like, who are in MLMs, they lose their friends and family because they just become, every person is a money opportunity to them. It's no longer genuine connections. It's, this person needs to be on my team because I need more people on my team, and it's really sad.
And that's an easy way. Like, sometimes people are going to be like, okay, let's go. Sometimes people are going to be more skeptical, and that's totally okay. So as you cross people off of your 100-person contact list, whether they're a hard no or they're an absolute yes, replace them with another name. And I'll tell you.
Geez, so you constantly have 100 people on this list? Like, oh my God, that is so many people. Like, they act like this is such a small number. Like, oh, it's just 100 people, or oh, just message 30 people on Instagram or Facebook a day. Like, that's nothing. That is so much to keep up with.
Yeah. Right now, you're probably thinking, I don't know 100 people.
Yeah.
Go to your phone list, go to your Facebook, go to your Instagram. I promise you, you do know 100 people.
What is she talking about? Who knows 100 people legitimately? Like, maybe you have people that, like, you know, kind of know on Facebook, again, like, maybe, like, high school acquaintances, or, like, you know, you went to a party and then someone, you know, you made friends with because you were drunk and then you never spoke to them again. I know I have a couple people I went to a friend's wedding and, like, all of them had added each other and I've never spoken to them again since the wedding. You know, it's like, oh, go to your followers on Instagram. It's like, I'll put a hashtag of, like when my dog was alive, I take a picture of him, put golden retriever, and I have, like, 5 people follow me. That doesn't mean that I know them and I'm going to message them and say, hey, buy this makeup and also join me so I can make more money because this, you know, I'm spending more on the product than I am making per month. Nobody legitimately knows 100 people. Like, and maybe they do. Maybe, but would they feel comfortable enough to sell them product? Even having, you know, knowing 30 people, I don't think people feel comfortable with that. Even 5 people, I think the majority of people would not feel comfortable selling to their friends and family. And they're always like, start with your friends and family. And it's like, I don't want to ruin those relationships. I'm sorry.
The importance of following people on social media is it really helps, show you the difference in how people market this business and the opportunity and the products. It shows you, you know, I talk about Arbonne a lot different than Caitlin does, or Tanae, or Erica, or anybody.
Wow.
Okay. And so it really...
Jeez. Isn't a big part of MLMs that they sell this, like, you know, you can work from home, you stay at home mom while making extra money. This is one of those moments that, like, you know, you get to be able to be home with your daughter, and I can't really understand what she's saying, and she's maybe wanting to play with her, get her attention, like she's excited that her mom's home, and she has this luxury of being home with her daughter. There's so many people who want to be home with their children, want to be able to play with them and see every milestone and moment and teach them and watch them grow. And I know that she's technically working, but this is something that can wait. That is also supposedly a luxury of the business, is you can pause it for a moment and focus on your children. And she's just like basically rolling her eyes at us like, oh, can you believe my daughter? And it's okay. It's not kind of sad. It is sad.
Just shows you don't have to be just as alike as anyone. The magic in this business is that everyone is different. It doesn't matter where you come from, how much you weigh, how tall you are, you know, how many friends you have, what language you speak.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is how many friends you have. And clearly people who are more outgoing, more social, and actually know a lot more people and are comfortable to speak to those people about the product have more of an advantage in MLMs.
It doesn't matter. We do not discriminate, and the culture is amazing. So it really does help when you're showing up on social media and you're following like-minded people. It acts as a reminder too, like, I haven't posted on my Instagram today. Because chances are you're going to log on to Instagram or Facebook, and the stories that are going to pop up, or the posts that are going to pop up, are from Arbonne people. The more you follow, the more it's going to act as a reminder, I need to post about my Arbonne business today. Oh my gosh, I haven't done that. Or, oh, this flyer's so cute. I'm going to hold it down, screenshot it, and post it on mine. That's another cool thing, is you might think as a new consultant, where am I going to get all of my content for social media? We love sharing, and even it says sharing is caring, and I feel the exact same way. If you go on anyone's Instagram story and there are flyers about Arbonne, whether it's important deals, important announcements, 30 days to healthy living flyers, skincare, makeup, bath and body, aromatherapy, whatever it is, if you hold it down on Instagram, our names will disappear and you can screenshot it, post it on your own story, and it looks as if you created the flyer.
In MLMs, we love plagiarism, our favorite.
Especially from the beginning, until you're comfortable creating your own flyers and you really know Arbonne like the back of your hand, that's completely fine to do. Learners are earners, and you learn as you go, you grow as you go. So nowhere in this business does it state you have to know every single thing to be successful. I'm a regional vice president going on 2 years in this business, and I still don't know everything.
Could you imagine you meet someone and they're like, oh, what do you do? What do you do for a job? And they're like, oh, I own my own company. I'm a regional vice president. You'd be like, but you own your own company, but you're just the VP of that company. I'd be very, very confused. I'd be like, how exactly does that work? But hey, in an MLM, anything goes. It's like Beachbody. I'm a coach. No, you're not. You've gone through no training at all. You went and you bought, some shakes and some workout videos, and you can apparently call yourself a coach. You can just call yourself a regional vice president of your company that you own. That's totally yours.
Has not limited me from making the income, the friends, or having the opportunities that I have had. So following people on social media is very essential. The next thing we want you to do is make your introductory post about you starting your Arbonne business and what your journey is looking like and what you want it to look like. So a few things. Be as raw as possible. People love that. And if you've had a hard time lately and you need friends, tell the people that. If you've had a hard time and you need money, like financial freedom is not with you right now, tell people that. Be super.
And it won't be even with the MLM. It's always this thing of like, be so raw. You have the worst possible things going on in your life. Share that with the group so that people feel sorry for you or people feel connected to you. And then, you can start a conversation with other people that have been through the same thing. Like, oh, you're having money problems also? Join my business. I'm making so much. I mean, technically not yet. I haven't actually made anything, but people tell me I'll make money, so you will too. It's scummy, scammy, manipulative, all of it.
Real and authentic, and tell people why were you hesitant about starting your Arbonne business? I tell people that all the time. I said no for 3 months and I kick myself for it now. But people relate to that because there's other people that have said no for much longer. So be super raw, share what you are excited to accomplish through your Arbonne business and what your goals are, because maybe you have similar goals as other people.
And isn't like joining an MLM, like pretty much people all have the same goals. Like I want to work for myself. I want to be home with my kids, and I want more money. I think those are like the main three, I think.
That's a common denominator for them joining your Arbonne team. And then let people...
Because what would be another reason? I know I keep pausing, but like what would be another reason to join an MLM besides like the money aspect and working from home? I can't see there being like... I mean, I guess maybe the community, but... I've heard, I've watched a lot of anti-MLM videos of people who were in MLMs, and they said the second that they decided to leave, all the people that were, their friends and they thought they were part of this community just shunned them out. So it's not a real community. I mean, I guess it's a community if you're in it, but it's like the second you leave, shun that person, never talk to them because, they're just negative.
You're looking for people to join you. So some people might not know that this is a business they can just jump right into. And so if they're missing that part of it, that's huge, because a big part of your business is joining forces with people and building your team, because it helps everyone.
That's the main point.
So make that introductory post, tag me or tag your sponsor. We'd love to show you support on there, and just, be you and share why are you wanting to do this Arbonne thing. So your next thing, and this one's a huge thing to remember to do, is making your 21 reasons why you started this business and why you need it to work.
Jeez, again, 100 people contact list, 21 reasons why you want to start your own business. Like I said, I named like only 4 things. I was like, is there more? I mean, maybe to some people there could be maybe like, I'd say 6, maybe a max of 10, but 21 reasons like to start an MLM. That'd be like you want to get a job, and then before you start this job, or right when you start this job, the manager is like, I need you to write down 21 reasons why you want to work for this company. I'd be like, whoa, because I need money and I need to support myself and pay bills. Is that enough? Is that enough reason? Because I think that's a pretty good reason.
Remember, dream big in all caps. 21 reasons why are going to be basically your mantra for your Arbonne business. We want them, basically we always say, if your why doesn't make you cry, get a bigger why. And I remember when I started my Arbonne business, obviously a huge why for me was having more time and financial freedom for my daughter. And
the daughter that you keep telling to go away, the having the freedom to be able to turn this video off and cater to her first, that daughter? Oh, okay.
I was away from her all the time. And so number one on my list was get to be a stay-at-home mom. I want my Arbonne business to work because I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Little did I know, 4 total months into my business, I would get to walk away from my job and I would average $4,000 a month. 4 months into my business. So,
4,000's pretty good, but my guess is that she's not taking out like how much she's spending in product, and she may not be spending that much in product anymore. Because she's got a pretty good downline underneath her, would be my guess. But that's pretty good. But again, there's probably more to it. I mean, she said averaging 4,000 a month, which, hey, well, for a VP of a company, that's actually not that good.
Like we say, put it on a piece of paper, laminate it if you want, make copies, put it on your mirror, put it in your car, put it on your desk, put it in your wallet. Put it wherever you need it to be, because on the days
make it into wallpaper, and every morning when you wake up, it is just blasted everywhere, and you are completely overwhelmed that you have not reached those goals yet. And it's your fault that you haven't reached those goals. It's not the MLM, it's you.
You get down on yourself because it all happens. I mean, it happens to me. No one's perfect. No one always has great days. On our down days, we pull out our 21 reasons why and we read it out loud and we remember why we started this. This business is not always going to be cherries and rainbows and butterflies. It's not always perfect. It's not always going to go as planned, but it's always going to be here. As long as you don't quit, you're never going to fail. So keep those 21 reasons why near and dear to you. And on your hard days, we're going to tell you, pull out that list and read it. Because
on the days where you're like, I have not found anyone to join me, I have not, I just keep getting rejected. And they're like, well, pull out your 21 reasons why and remember, and now work harder. Like, it's not like, just take the day off for today. Like, and maybe people are saying that. Maybe they are saying, like, it's not you. Like, maybe they just got bombarded with messages. You will find that one person. It's like, oh, well, just send it to more people. Like, it's always like, well, just reach out to more. It's like, well, I've reached out to 100 people today. Do I need to reach out to 100 more? The answer is probably going to be yes.
It's really going to hit home as to you can get through hard days. You've gotten through hard days before. The only difference is Arbonne's not the common denominator that you need to kick out. Maybe it's other things in your life that are bringing you down.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. It's not Arbonne. It's all the other stuff in your life. Maybe it's a toxic relationship because they don't want you to do this anymore because you're losing money. Maybe it's that. It's not Arbonne. It's never going to be Arbonne. It's clearly something else going on in your life because Arbonne can't be that.
So your first dream call is your initial dream team call with your team. And then, they're super important. We answer a ton of questions. And again, they're a non-negotiable. You want to be close with your sponsor and your uplines. Follow them, basically take their hand and run, because you are going to be successful if you follow people that have been.
She just keeps putting her hand up to her daughter. Like, I know she's in the middle of something, but I just wish that she would just pause it and be like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go, hang out with my daughter, see what she needs. I'll be back. I'll be able to edit this. I don't think she's live, because if she was live, I feel like she would just be answering questions versus like just recording this. I don't know. Again, she probably should have done this after her daughter went to bed. Like, I think she easily could have. And maybe she just wanted some sunlight, and I get that. And maybe she thought that her daughter wouldn't bother her. I don't know. But it's like her main why is to be home and be able to be there for her daughter. And now she's home and she's ignoring her daughter.
Successful. Okay, hold on. We're almost done, guys. Next thing is getting into activity. This is absolutely huge. I cannot talk about this enough, because you can never be in too little of activity. Do not get caught up in thinking that you know everything there is to know, and simply be on fire for this business and scream it from the rooftops. If you are excited, people are going to be excited. People need to see your passion and your love for this business. And just because you might not have so much passion right now, you might not even know half of what Arbonne is, doesn't mean that you can just walk around and be like, yeah, I'm doing Arbonne, I guess it's going okay, and expect for people to join you. You got to be excited. We got to keep the slime in here, okay? We can't take it outside. Sorry. So activity. Social media, you posting on social media every day is not activity. And I know that's a hard pill for you to swallow. But a lot of people think that they can just post a few flyers and that's going to be income producing activity. And it's just not. Some days people really might love a flyer that you posted and they might buy a 30 Days to Healthy Living. That's awesome. But other days that's not going to happen. And without being an income producing activity every single day, it's going to be really hard for you to build a successful Arbonne business. So some suggestions on what activity is. For example, this month, our team has 5 events scheduled, which are in-person events. So the first one is a Mercedes-Benz test drive event where we're going to a Mercedes-Benz dealership because Arbonne is a fleet partner with Mercedes-Benz, and we're letting guests and our current members that do not have their Mercedes-Benz test drive some cars, and it's just to cast that vision. Another example.
That's manipulative. That's like literally dangling like a treat in front of a dog. Like, oh, you want this? Like, do you want the treat? Like, oh, this could be yours if you do a trick. Like, that's really what it is. Like, oh, you want this car? It could definitely be yours one day. It could for sure be yours one day as long as you work hard and you get to where you need to be. And oh my God, wow, they go to a dealership, let these girls, like, I don't know if it just sit in the car or drive it. Wow, that is manipulative. That is literally dangling a treat in front of them because, yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, I could have this car for free. It's not free, but they make it seem like it is. And they let them test drive it. And yeah, of course, you're going to be like, wow, this could be mine. They make it seem like this is so tangible. This is something I can do. I can get this car. And they work as hard as they possibly can. And they can just never reach it because it's just not in many people's grasp. It's such a small margin of people who actually receive this car, and then they have to keep up with the demand to actually like have the payments be paid by Arbonne instead of like they have like 3 people who are like, I no longer want to be a part of this business. They've now dropped down. Arbonne's like, hey, that $500 a month car payment, that's now yours that you have to deal with. Something they don't like to tell people in the MLM. It's like, oh, free car, we just give it to you. No, they don't.
We do dance and detoxes. We have a dance class. It's super fun. We all get to get laid back and just relax, be ourselves, be silly, and then we do a detox presentation at the end of it. Those are
hey, we're all gonna go out dancing. You guys want to come dancing and have this community? Yeah, I'd love to. You do it. You have a great time, and at the end, they're like, by the way, Arbonne is amazing. You love Arbonne. We love Arbonne. You love Arbonne. Go and get more people to join Arbonne because Arbonne is so amazing. Don't you love Arbonne? I love Arbonne. You love Arbonne. So culty. They're constantly like shoving these MLMs down these people's throats. It's like, hey, here's a nice fun time. Also remember that Arbonne.
Just a few minor examples. Other ones might just be one-on-one conversations that you have. So a lot of the times I'll message people on Instagram that are on the fence. I'll say, hey, meet me at a Starbucks. I'll buy you a drink. I'll bring you a fizz and let me talk all your hesitations. Let's talk through them.
That's another manipulative tactic. Like, I'll buy you something. I'll buy you a drink. Join Arbonne.
That's considered income producing activity. That's a one-on-one because what you could say to them might resonate with them and they could end up joining your team right then and there. That's awesome. We love helping you, and especially your VPs. We've been in the business for long enough to be able to help and coach you. Maybe you're 2 days into your Arbonne business and someone's already asking you to join. Well, of course you're going to be like, oh my God, what do I say to them? That's where we come in and help you. We want to be your driving force. We want to help seal the deal if need be, and that's what we're here for. So a few more.
Jeez, this is a lot.
That Facebook page that I was talking.
But again, it's like, it's a lot, but it's a lot of kind of nothing. Like, it's, hey, have 100 people. Hey, get more people to join you and buy Arbonne. Buy the product and something about dancing.
About earlier, it's the vision board, the vision painters page. And not only are you going to get questions answered that you have. But as you start building your team and putting in client orders, a lot of information in there is super helpful. So I want to add too, this isn't in the PowerPoint that we typically do. When I place orders for clients, I always try to place them for them. And that does mean I get their credit card information, or if they're signing up to be a consultant, that does mean that I get their social security number. But I always offer to have that information sent through text so that they don't feel weird sending it on a social media platform. But
they should feel weird in general if somebody asks for your credit card information, your social, so that they can buy something for you for what the no. Wow. Absolutely. Wow, that's a terrible thing. That's not good.
On text thread, there's a part where you can copy and paste.
Why can't they just buy the product themselves? Why does she have to do it? Is that normal for Arbonne? Do people just give away that information? Because that is stupid.
That tells you exactly what you need from a client or potential consultant to sign them up. And then you go online and sign them up.
Why can't they sign themselves up?
Suggest doing that is because our website can be kind of complicated for people to navigate if you're not a consultant.
Then why don't
and so we just want to make sure no one gets frustrated and gives up before
but just instead they could have potential fraud on their account. Oh, that's better.
Even join or get the product.
So that's Arbonne's fault for having a complicated website. You should just direct them as best you can, not take their info. Oh my God, I am absolutely blown away by that. She says that's so normal. We just ask for their social and their credit card information and I just do it for them. I'm not saying that she's scamming them. Well, that she's frauding them, but someone may see this, sign up for Arbonne and be like, oh, okay, I'll just take other people's stuff and then steal from them. That's totally possible.
That's a tidbit of information to remember. Try to put in all of their orders. It's a blessing regardless that you have orders to put in, so don't let it overwhelm you. And if you need help, ask your sponsor or your VP.
Yeah, just give everyone somebody else's social and credit card information. It's fine. Let it just go around.
Remember, save that long text thread. And as you start building your team, remember, these are all things that you want to tell them to do as well. So I think that pretty much covers it. Again, on your first stream call with your sponsor and your VP, we will go over how to reach district manager, which is the first of 4 levels of management where you average $200 to $1,000 a month. Myself, I accomplished that goal in less than 30 days. So just know, no matter what day of the month it is, you are meant to be here. We feel so happy to have you. And we cannot wait for you to be a part of.
No matter what, I don't know why I found that funny. No matter what day of the month it is, we're happy you're here. I feel can you imagine? She's except for on the 7th of each month. We don't like that.
Amazing team. And just know that you will be a district manager in no time. So thank you so much. And hopefully we will talk soon. Go, get district manager. We're so excited for you. And we will talk soon. Bye.
Bye, Arbonne lady. You think to get district manager, it's how many sales you make in Arbonne, or do you think it's how many people you have underneath you? I'm just throwing it out there. I think it's going to be how many people you have underneath you. Just a guess, though. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk all things Arbonne, Anti-MLM in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!